Hi, Brazilian student Francisco here, and today I want to talk about a topic that I found to be very important to bring to the table, which is how to move on. So, long story short, I had the opportunity to move to the course that I want to in the university of my dreams, but I missed it because I thought that I couldn't do it. Actually, what happens is that I'm going to take a test in November, but if I knew about the process of admission that happened a couple of weeks ago, I could have moved to the course that I want to inside of my own university because I locked up my next semester because I started a course that I didn't like. So I could have just changed it with no effort. All that I needed was to get into the website in the right days, and then uh, I would just try the admission process. And the worst part is that I didn't try because no people gave up in the previous years, but this year there were 15 spots. It just sucks so bad because I could have gotten there with 15 spots. I could have gotten, a chance. I would have most likely been there, and it just sucks because I could be celebrating right now. But the point is that this just ate me alive. Yesterday, when I tried to sleep, my thoughts they just kept going through my head that I should have done differently. I can't believe that I let that go. I'm gonna have to put in so much effort. I might not even make it with the test. I could fail the test, but I could have gotten there so much easily. And it is true, I missed a great chance. I'm not going to try to deny that because that would only make things worse. But my first point is that a mistake is not a death sentence. So, because of that, it is important to understand my life isn't over because of this. I'm still young, and even if I weren't young, there would be a lot more opportunities to come. What I can't do is that I can just give in and say, screw all of this, I'm giving up. No, there will be more opportunities. And if I try hard enough, I'm going to increase my chances of success in the test that I have on November. So, a conclusion that I could get to was that a mistake is worse when you're not willing to try to change yourself and become a better version of yourself from it. I cannot be a stubborn person and just say, screw all of this. Maybe it's not meant for me. I don't have a chance. If I failed, uh, it's on me. I'm not even going to try again. I mean, think about it. I'll try to score in basketball. I missed it. I'll never play in this again. It's just not for me. Well, actually, I could try harder. It's not a guarantee that I'll get it, but it's better than not even trying. So that's the thing. We need to live life as an active engager, not as a passive viewer, because that's what happened to me. I lived those moments from last month as an as a passive viewer. What do I mean by this? Well, what happens is that I didn't actively make a mistake. My mistake was not doing something important because I thought that there was no chance that I was going to get it. So that is the bad thing. I was a passive viewer. It's almost like I'm watching a movie, then I'm sleeping on the couch. I'm not getting much from it. Instead, I need to be metaphorically somewhat of a writer. I'm writing my own paths, but if I make a mistake, I can write the next lines and I can try to become a better version of myself every day. So what I realize is that I watched a YouTube video which I thought to be very helpful, and I advise everybody to watch this video. It's called The Most Dangerous Mindset I See as a Therapist, in which a therapist goes over a process that I related to quite a lot. Not just in this decision when I found the video, but um, looking back to the previous decisions that I made when I felt guilt, shame, all of these feelings together. What happens is that it is very important that we don't simply give up from things for the sake of convenience. And that is the worst thing for me. I didn't check out if there were spots available for the sake of convenience. I just assumed that there were none, so why even bother? That's a very bad idea that can take away a lot of opportunities. Why even bother? Well, here's the thing. If you bother, you can lose a bit of time, sure, but you're missing out a lot more if you don't bother, if you don't try. So you're losing time if you try. Well, yes, somewhat true, but you could lose a lot more if you just have this mindset of just letting everything go for the sake of convenience. I'm not doing it, man. I'm not even gonna get it either way. It's kind of like the point that I previously mentioned, the passive viewer. So this therapist, he goes through a lot of different examples, and I found it to be extremely helpful. Now, something that I wrote too, which I think is extremely important too, is that the biggest problem is not just making a mistake. It's not even trying. It's not even taking a shot. It's just giving up before you start, which is what I did. If I had tried to sign up for this pod in the course that I want to go, but my grade was not high enough, I'd be okay. I'm already trying the test on November anyways, so I have a second chance. But now I missed the chance that I had a couple weeks ago, and the problem is that I didn't fail. I would have failed if I tried and didn't get in, but I didn't try. So this is even worse than failing. Um, but even in this situation, I'm just trying very hard not to panic because the idea is that failing can bring guilt, but it's significantly worse. That shame that comes when you don't try, and it just keeps on lingering through my head. However, I have to take a very important thought process here, which, of course, just like everything, it's easy to say but not so easy to do. But it is to keep my head up because it's just the best choice that I can make. I can't go back to the past. I don't have a time machine. So what? It happens to me sometimes with things that aren't even that seriously. I just keep on thinking about 5 years ago, something that I said that I didn't like. What can I even do about it? Why am I bothering? The thing is that um, beating yourself up can only do harm. We need to become more aware of our future opportunities. Not just in the future of opportunities, of course, but living in the moment. I really like what I said. The metaphor for the active engager in life, somebody that is truly living in the moment. I have that many times that I'm in a place that I don't want to go, or sometimes I'm just a little bit bored. I imagine scenarios in my head, and I just realize that I'm not living through it. Sometimes I celebrate it like, oh, I'm in a class that I'm bored. If I keep on thinking about things that have nothing to do with the environment that I'm in, the time is going to take faster. But it's not really a good thing at all. It happens too in the good moments. Sometimes you're not able to enjoy an experience that would be great because your mind is just out of place. So when you worry about things that are out of your range, for me, that is something that truly, it's like a second mistake. I've made a big mistake, a huge mistake. I lost a chance, a great chance. Well, it's going to be a second mistake if I beat myself up over it, if I let it take control of me and screw up my sleep. I mean, yesterday was hard, but I have to get through this. I have to talk about it. I have to think about it. I'm not gonna be like a movie character that just goes to the bottom of the pit. No, I'm not gonna allow myself to do this. I'm not going um, to treat it as a my life is over. It's not a death sentence, just like what I said. At the end of the day, it's just about reminding yourself, listen, I'm breathing. And while I'm here, I need to understand that it's a process. Life is what's in between birth and death. And the point is that it's not over. It's not over. And it's only truly over when you decide it's over. I'm not going to be satisfied with giving up on my dreams for the sake of convenience. That would be the worst thing possible. So when I'm having these moments, and it all came back yesterday, right? um, it's extremely important to just breathe in. It kind of helps to think this way, but you're not alone in the sense that you can count on people and you can listen to them. Um, of course, it's about understanding that life, um, it's all about being happy, but you can't do it all by yourself. You can't neglect company from other people. It's not going to make you feel all right because we are social beings, and we are beings that we make mistakes too. The thing is that unfortunately they are something that we need to avoid but learn from. We're not making mistakes um, consciously. I'm not choosing I want to make a mistake. Like, what truly happens is that I realize it's a mistake after I do it. So the biggest problem is if you make a mistake knowing that it's a mistake, then it's just you're missing the whole point. It sucks too when you don't even try, and it sucks when you're not willing to move on from it. I think these three things need to be avoided. And what the three things that we need to do actively is to keep your head up and move on. It's easy to say, but it's just true. I don't think I can say anything else. I'm not saying it's easy to do. I'm gonna take a very hard time to actually digest that and truly move on. I don't know how long it will take, but I won't accept it. I won't accept it. And it's also about just calming myself down. I'm not in my deathbed. I still have um, I still have a chance to take a test in November and get it. And I can use it as a motivation. I failed, but I won't fail again. Like Jordan said, I failed over and over again in my life. That is why I succeed. You won't see a person that has a lot of successes without having failures. If I see a person and they say, I've never failed in my life, I'll just have a very bad assumption because I'll assume that this person has barely tried anything. If you're going to fight for your dreams, you will fail. You'll get hurt. You'll be sad. But there can be a better reward that is worth running towards. So I think the message is clear and the idea is simple. I'm not saying it's easy because it's not truly only about logic. I can simply just say, oh, it's useless to be sad about it. It's not the smartest thing. So let's just, I'm going to rewire my brain and just be happy. No, it's not about that. It's not about controlling our own thoughts, but it's about trying to make an effort to truly understand and calm ourselves down. At the same time, that we're able to know that we need to do whatever it takes to succeed. The failure, the mistake, it was temporary. It was a temporary part of a long process that still has a future which is yet to come. And the idea that that dangerous mindset of not even trying for the sake of convenience. I'm not even going to waste my time on it. I'm not going to make it anyways. That is what truly brings a lot of regret. The doubt is an awful feeling. This idea that I could have done, I could have done, I could have done. So at the end of the day, if you find yourself in this loop that I am, in which I keep on thinking I could have done, I should have done, I would have done differently now, I wish that I had known, well, keep your head up. If you tried, but you failed, at least you tried. That is something. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying you should be happy for it. It's not easy. You can't just simply smile at those situations that we just expect so much more. But at the end of the day, we need to work with what we have. Well, I can walk on foot. I can maybe get a bike, but I can't simply expect that I'm gonna fly out of my window here. No, I have to actually know the things that are inside of my range. So it is about being realistic without truly being pessimistic. If you are too pessimistic, you're being unrealistic because it's not over. It's not a death sentence. You are still breathing. You can breathe in, breathe out. You can have some time for introspection, go over through your head. But beating yourself up and being pessimistic is truly the most illogical thing that you can do. It is not realistic to have this nihilistic point of view that it's all meaningless anyways. I've failed, now it's over. Well, at the end of the day, what can you do about it? That is being realistic. I know what I can do about it. I can move on and I can do better. Do you have the possibility to do better? I bet that you do. But this dreadful feeling kind of takes it away from you, but you can do better. And the thing is that um, waking up tomorrow, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and I want that by the end of this day, I will have made more effort than I did yesterday. I know for a fact that if I had the chance that I previously had, I would have done differently. So this can only serve a purpose to keep me more aware. I'm not going to um to let this beat myself bring me to the ground. That's what I meant to say. It's not going to bring me to the ground. It brought me to the ground yesterday, but I'm just trying my best to stand up because it is a truly bad decision to stay on the ground. I don't want to make a second mistake again. It's going to make me feel even worse. So it's about trying to avoid future mistakes while becoming a better version of yourself, while keeping your head up, while looking forward and seeing life as it truly is a process. Don't go too hard on yourself because at the end of the day, you don't know what's yet to come and you can be positively surprised. But then again, the best thing that you can do is see this as an opportunity for growth and learning. So I believe that that is all in the sense that this was the best opportunity that I had to grab all of these thoughts and ideas. I think that anything else that comes from it could be a variation of those things that I've already said. It's not easy, but I've tried. I'll try to use all of those things and apply them into my life as consciously as I can. So that is all for today.